Green Nation. Demi Tribute album Legend Tribute to Kiss by Miss Kiss. They are a Czech Republic Kiss tribute band. This album came out also in 2011, and I've been looking for this album for quite a bit. I found it as a Discogs listing, but it was not for sale on Discogs. And a few weeks ago, I came across it on the internet, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab it. I'm trying to get this album for quite a bit, and finally came across it that I can actually grab. I took it, and it's a pretty good album. Like, it features songs from the 70s, 80s, and the 90s. And it's a really good tribute album. I like the version of these songs. And let's get this review started.
Woo! Here's a little song for everybody out there. People try to take my soul away, but I don't hear the rap that they all say. They try to tell us that we don't belong, but that's alright, we're millions strong. This is my music, it makes me proud. These are my people, and this is my crowd. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. I gotta tell you what I'm feeling inside. I could lie to myself, but it's true. There's no denying when I look in your eyes. Girl, I'm out of my head over you. I lived so long believing all love is blind, but everything about you is telling me this time is forever. This time I know it, there's no doubt in my mind. Forever, until my life is through, girl, I'll be loving you forever. Do you know what you want? You don't know for sure. You don't feel right, you can't find the cure, and you're getting less than what you're looking for. You don't have money or a fancy car, and you're tired of wishing on a falling star. You gotta put your faith in a loud guitar. God gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to everyone. God gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to you, put it in the soul of everyone. Now listen, if you wanna be
Okay, y'all can start singing.
If never I met you, I never have seen you cry. If not for a first hello, we'd never have first said goodbye. If never I held you, my feelings would never show. It's time I start walking, but there's so much you never know. I keep it telling you, hard luck woman, you ain't a hard luck woman. Red, the sailor's only daughter, a child of the water, too proud to be a queen. Red, I really love you, can't forget about you. show us everything you've got. You keep on dancing and the room gets hot. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You say you wanna go for a spin. The party's just begun, we're letting you in. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night. Well, the night begun and you want some fun. Do you think you're gonna find it? Think you're gonna find it? You've got to treat yourself like number one. Do you need to be reminded? Need to be reminded. It doesn't matter what you do or say. Just forget the things that you've been told. We can't do it any other way. Everybody's gotta rock and roll. Whoa, whoa. Shout it, shout it, shout it out loud. Shout it, shout it, shout it out loud. If you don't feel good, there's a way you could. Don't sit there broken hearted. I know a thing or two about her. I know she'll only make you cry. She'll let you walk the street beside her. Ooh. But when she walks, she'll pass you by. Everybody says she's looking good, and the lady knows it's understood.
Here are my final thoughts on London's Trivia to Kiss by Miss Kiss. Like I said, this is a pretty solid Kiss trivia album. Got some really faithful recreations of the songs, and let's talk about the songs. First, we got Crazy Crazy Nights. This is a really good, faithful recreation of Crazy Nights. I like it. It's pretty good. The vocalist is doing a really good job at Paul Stanley's vocals, and it's really good. I like it. Next, we got Forever. In my opinion, this is a little bit early to play Forever on. Like the second track, but I think a recreation of a song. they use a lot of synthesizer on this version of Forever, and it's good. I mean, I know I'm not the biggest fan of Forever, but you know, I will admit when there's a good version of the song, I will mention it, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the song. But this is a good recreation of the song. I enjoy listening to it. That's what God Gave Rock and Roll to You. This is a really good recreation of God Gave Rock and Roll to You. I like it. I like God Gave Rock and Roll to You anyway, and it's a really good recreation of that. Next we got God of Thunder. God of Thunder is okay, they did some stuff that was like, you know, I wish they really didn't do, which was mostly replicating what Bob Ezrin's kids were saying during this Destroyer track. Now normally that's not a bad thing, but it's kind of a weird thing to hear, like a grown guy kind of trying to do that. So it's kind of like, well, it's up some cringeworthy moments on the track, but the song itself is pretty good. When we're talking about the song, it's really good. It's a really good version of God of Thunder. Just could have done without like a grown guy trying to replicate what Bob Ezrin's kids said. It's kind of like, yeah, it's a little something I wish he didn't do. But I gotta give him props for like going the extra distance of recreating that bit. Even though there could have been a different way to do that, but you know, I gotta give him props. But at the same time, I really didn't care for that. Then we got Hard Luck Woman. This doesn't make the rounds in tribute albums as often as it should. I mean, the only tribute album I reviewed off memory, but I knew this song was on, was Kiss My Ass. And that was a good version that Dark Looks did, more to the original. It was the same way, more to the original. I did like this version. This is a really good version of Hard Luck Woman. I like it. I think I was maybe for 11 years. I've heard this version loads of times in the past. Whether it be YouTube or something like that, YouTube, Spotify, you know, I've heard this version of the song. Like, this is the most popular version of a song that's not put out by Kiss. It's been turned into a karaoke track. It's been on several different compilation albums that talk about like songs from the 70s. This version of the song has always been in several compilations. Like I said, they also turned it into a karaoke track, so it's a really popular version of the song, even if it's not put out by Kiss. I like that. Then we got Lick It Up. Lick It Up is a really good version of Lick It Up. I do like this version of a song. It's really good. It's also another favorite recreation of a song. I'm going to keep saying that because, well, it is. But so this is a good version of Lick It Up. Then we got Love Gun. Love Gun is a solid version. A little bit different between how it ends it. Like with Crazy Crazy Nights, there was no fade away for Crazy Nights. Same thing with Love Gun, there is no fade away. So it's kind of like, you know, that's pretty interesting. But they did it that way. It was still pretty good. Then we got Psycho Circus. This is an awesome version of Psycho Circus. They added like their own carnival circus music rather than using what Kiss used for carnival music. It's pretty cool. I mean, I like their carnival music. It's really awesome. And the version itself of Psycho Circus is a really good version also. So yeah, it's a really good version. I kind of thought that the vocalist was kind of, you know, straining himself when he did the yeah, but you know, either way, it's a pretty good version and good job by the vocalist. They got Reason to Live. I know this song doesn't make the rounds that much also, maybe on a couple 90s tribute albums like, you know, Kiss Deutschland or something like that. But as far as making the rounds as a lot, it doesn't make the rounds that much. And this is a good version of Reason to Live. I mean, like, we got the keyboards down, we got, you know, we got the keyboards down, we got, you know, the way it sounds. It's really good. It's really faithful recreation of Reason to Live. So it's kind of cool. We got like 3 ballads back. We got 3 ballads on this album. Forever, Hard Luck Woman, and Reason to Live. It's a lot of solid ballads on the songs. Lots of ballads, and even though I don't like Forever, it's still a pretty solid version of Forever. Reason to Live is solid also. I kind of like the fact that we got like 2 cuts from Crazy Nights. You know, the title track and Reason to Live. You know, it's awesome. Then at Rock and Roll All Night. The intro to Rock and Roll All Night is a little bit different because they took inspiration how Kiss did the song to open it up from the non-makeup era, like that big guitar riff, opening guitar riff, and then some Eric Carr had never seen this and like extended drumming before they did the actual drum riff into the song. It's really cool. But so they did the opening riff, and they did like the main Rock and Roll Night drum intro, and it's really cool. Like I said, they kind of did this in the same way that Kiss did it in the non-makeup years, like shortening down the first chorus of Rock and Roll All Night, then going into like the later half of the song. Just kept doing Rock and Roll Party every day. It also reminds me of like how the Smash's cut of the song is also. Then we got Shout It Out Loud. This is a good version of Shout It Out Loud. I've definitely heard this version before in the past, and it's really solid. I do like it. This one also got turned into a karaoke track, which is also pretty cool. But yeah, it's a solid version of Shout Out Loud. I know I've heard it in the past, on like YouTube or something. It's a really good version of Shout Out Loud. They've got Strutter. This is an awesome rendition of Strutter. Vocalist does a really good job at doing this song, and it's like a never recreation of Strutter. I like it. Then the end of the album, we got Tears Are Falling. This is a solid rendition of Tears Are Falling. I like it at the end where he kind of doesn't say falling from your eyes, he says, no, falling from your eyes. I like that. That was pretty cool. That he kind of did his own thing for Tears Are Falling towards the end. That was really cool. I like that. Alright, so there you have it. Legend Tribute to Kiss by Miss Kiss is a solid Kiss tribute album with some solid recreations of the songs. I will say when it came to the Gene songs, vocals been having some, issues trying to do Gene stuff. Most with God of Thunder, I saw that was like the biggest issue. But for God of Thunder, he did his best. I mean, it's a good song either way. It's like he did his best on God of Thunder. I feel like the only Gene song he had like no issue with was Rock and Roll Night. But God of Thunder, some issues, but nothing that took me away from liking the song. It was a good version of God of Thunder. Where he excelled at was the Paul Stanley songs. This album was more Paul songs than Gene songs. Only counted 2 Gene tracks: God of Thunder and Rock and Roll Night. So yeah, this is a really good tribute album. I would give it a 10 out of 10 for final verdict. This is an awesome album with recreations of the Kiss songs. Good ones, by the way. Some a little too faithful, like God of Thunder was a little bit too faithful, but it was so good that he went the extra to do that. Alright, so I would give it 10 for final verdict because it's got a lot of recreations of the songs, and it's a solid album, Like I said, most of these songs got turned into karaoke tracks, making them more popular than, what a tribute album cut should be, but it's still pretty fun. I like that. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for a final verdict. That's my review of Legend Tribute to Kiss by Miss Kiss. Hope you liked it. Next time we're going to go from one Czech Republic Kiss band to another with Kiss Czech Company that gets a kissin'. Later.